If there is one cog in the machine that can shut down your vacation rental, it is your neighbours. Remember, they are going to be spending a lot more time next to your property than you are, and they will experience all the activity, possibly keeping tabs. Do factor in that most neighbours do not enjoy a high turnover of guests, especially if the property is located in a high-density area, such as an apartment block. Bear in mind that many neighbours take an active interest in what is happening in their surroundings, as it directly impacts their lives. They might feel that guests don't share the same concerns for the health of the community, and often they see the guests as loud and excitable, and showing a lack of respect towards them. Once again, empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. You have to factor in that neighbours experience a new arrival every couple of days, and this can be quite draining for them. Now, a neighbour can ruin your rental experience in a number of ways. They can harass the guests. They may call the police. They could try and get the city council involved or turn the other neighbours against your operations. They may write directly to the OTA and even leave a negative review on your Facebook page. Some neighbours will report suspicious activity or loud guests straight to the Homeowners Association, which may prompt them to write a warning to you if your guests are in breach of one of the association's regulations. I have noted that the two main issues that concern the neighbours in my area include noise and garbage disposal. With respect to garbage disposal, they tend to become bothered due to the guests taking out the garbage on the wrong day, or simply leaving it in the wrong place. Whilst in relation to noise, most neighbours will frown on any party thrown next door, even if it's by the owner of the property. This is amplified when they know it's from guests of a vacation rental property. Do keep in mind that for late check-ins, the guests tend to have a lot of energy upon arrival and may spend some time settling down and falling asleep. If this is keeping your neighbours awake until 3 a.m. twice a week, you really can't fault their frustration. Some neighbours may also have security concerns, such that they don't feel comfortable having a different set of strangers arriving every week. If you have difficult neighbours, I recommend 3 things. Number 1. Install a device that makes the tenants aware that the noise being generated is over a certain level. Number 2. Restrict the number of people who can stay at the property. For example, if it is a 3-bedroom apartment, keep it to a maximum of 4 persons. And finally, worst case scenario, do not undertake short-let rentals and stick to rentals of 6 months plus. Try and maintain a good relationship with neighbours at all times. And I do recommend that you provide them with your phone number in case something happens. For example, if guests are still making noise after 11 p.m, then the neighbour should call you directly so that you can contact and deal with the tenants. Another method I find helps keep the peace involves shared amenities. Should your property form part of a block, you may wish to consider paying for the cleaning of the communal area to try and earn some points with your neighbours. It must be kept in mind that neighbours are an integral part of any community and come in all shapes and forms, from the helpful ones all the way to the shy and conservative. Helpful neighbours can and often do get a mention in your reviews. But on the flip side, problematic and aggressive neighbours can constantly ruin your guests' experience. And if this happens too often, it will definitely work its way onto your profile and affect future bookings. From my experience, if your neighbours don't like the fact that you are hosting, they will find any excuse to report your property to whom they deem an authority. So maintaining steady relations with them is of vital importance to you and your community's well-being.